Hello. Okay, so this stream we have a few things that we gotta do. One of which is cutting out our lighter leather pieces. I found some scrap that I'm gonna cut that out of. And then I have to do measurements and figure out how wide I want the sides. But, hello Penny, hello Cano, hello Spectrus, hello Nathan, hello Chris. I think I got everybody? Hello everybody that I missed. Hello everybody who's lurking. I can't see you, but I know you're there. And hello VOD watchers. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this piece first. I think this is a better option. Because I know how big this needs to be. And I can cheat if I put this on the corners. This corner's actually pretty straight. Well, I guess not. YouTube XP is 100% a scam. I have no idea how it works. But trust me, I understand. Let's do it from here, I think. Yeah. Ooh. Much care for that. Queen of the chat. You know, let me think about this. Because I was just going to cut little slits, but, what if I made this more uniform? What if I cut, I didn't mean to drop that. Oh, that's a spider web that needs to go away. Oh. It's rusted. Huh. Need to oil this. Yeah, that ought to do. Like. Okay, I was trying not to do what I just did, and I did it anyway. I'm fucking... Oof. That's the same thumb. You know what, chat? We're gonna crush a different finger today. Because I am suffering. so nervous to fucking hit my... We started off, like, I really don't like this playlist either. I tried a different one, and this one's not very good, so give me just a moment. I thought that would be a better playlist, and it was not. I'm trying different, so it's not always the same music. So we'll do that. Hopefully that one has... I have to double check. Yes, music's working, okay. Oh, that's a really good idea. I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree and see if I can get some. It's a really good idea. I wish I had thought of it prior to I think it's partly like I'm already in pain from last stream because I nicked my thumb and I didn't want to do it again, and I ended up doing it again. Huh. That's cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Econolines. Of the van specifically, but... I don't think I've ever seen the pickups, but I'm imagining it's just the van body with like a flat bed that's... kind of like the old VW buses. I have to hit that harder. Damn. That doesn't line up perfectly. Whatever. Whatever. We'll worry about that another day. I'm gonna pretend it doesn't bother me, even though it absolutely does. Huh, I never knew that. There was a Shrek fire truck. Huh. No. Just no. Yep. Okay. I should line up now. I do have to dye this and do the edges and stuff like that, but we'll do that later. Do that later. There's plenty of time. This piece, I'm so nervous about fucking up. I found one piece in my bin that just barely fits. So I didn't have to cut a piece. I mean, Penny, they can try. I need ideas for where to put a fuck-ass giant sticker, roughly 2 foot by 2 foot. Car is a no. I have no appliances. I'm not gonna lie, Chris, on the inside of the toilet seat would be funny as shit. People come over and like, what the hell? But, counterpoint to that. There's got to be a better option. The microwave. Do not put stickers in your microwave. That's a bad idea. It's a good way to start a fire. We're gonna put a smaller hole if need be because I don't remember what size. 3mm. What size with those? How big is this hole? Yeah, we'll do that for now. And if I need to, I'll punch more. That's 100% gotta be a bigger hole. Worry about it then. Not now. You could always put it on like a pull down shade, so like when you pull the shade down, it's like there, but I don't know if that would work because it's round. That's fair. I was a broke college student at one point. Can I get rid of... Yes. Easy. Okay, now I just have to cut this out, and then, Okay, so, I've been working on this for a little bit. Chat. And, I'm definitely not reusing some assets here. But, if this will finally focus. Please focus. If I get close enough, it'll focus. No, of course not. Fucking stupid ass camera. Well, oh, there we go. I've been working on a tooling pattern. So this is going to be what we're going to be putting on that. It's not necessarily Sheridan. It is a Californian style from 1860, utilizing California poppy. Feel like that fits a little bit better in theme, at least. So we're going to be tooling that tonight, potentially, if all things go well. Yeah, whatever. If anybody's wondering why I use tracing paper, it's only because well, I had it in a tablet and I could trace the pattern easily. So this should line up, all these lines should line up with the with the dotted lines, so they don't actually go over it. Oh god, did I fuck that up? I might have fucked that up. Oh well, I'll worry about that in a moment. Did I screw that up? No, I don't think so. Oh, no. Oh, no, it actually... No, we're good. We're good, chat. It lines up right with... Well, it's a little bit on the inside of it, but who cares? That's the important part. Who cares? I don't care. Hello, tasteful thickness. I hope it's the stream of your dreams. So I do have an update. The fabric will actually be here Friday, tomorrow. And then the leather that I bought for this side edging, same stuff that I used on like everything realistically, but specifically the Warhammer bandolier that we did. That will be here on Saturday, so I should have everything by next week to get it prepped, and then we can start sewing stuff together. Ready for scrap. This whole thing is made of scrap at the moment, so if I need to cut a piece, I will, but I'm hoping I don't. I'm totally not procrastinating having to figure out the length of the side pieces so I don't have to punch those holes. Totally not procrastinating. You weren't watching me when I made that. You should go back and watch the VOD, because that was fun. That was one of our bigger projects. Alright, so this tool is called a skiving knife, or a skife, specifically. This is very old. I'm sure they still make them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be just taking down the thickness of the back of this. I don't realistically... This is 6 ounce, and I don't realistically want 6 ounce. I want more of like a 4 to 5 ounce. And I unfortunately... I have 4 ounce, but it's 3 to 4 and not 4 to 5. So it's too thin in places. It would take a tool, but I'm just going to skive it down so that we're a little bit on the... better. God, I need a new blade for this. I'm basically just trying to thin it out so that when we put it up against the leather, it's not going to just protrude hugely. That's the idea, at least. Skive is such a fun word. It is, and this is, like I said, specifically, this is a skife. S-K-I-F-E. There's a patent on the side of it that says Skype, patent number 925. Realistically, I don't think I can replace this blade. I've never seen a razor blade this thin before. Have I tried to get a new blade? No. This one's still sharp. To be fair, I haven't looked. That's much better. A lot thinner, but not giving up its rigidity. Cool. Tried to make a blade that thin? Oh. You know, I have seen those old school razor sharpeners. You put them on and then it goes, like, it drops it back and forth automatically. You could just drop the razor too, which is normally what I do if I can't replace it. It's not perfect. Let's do I have number 2? It's a 4. Let's do, that's a 5. That's definitely not correct. not have a 2 in here? There we go. I do have a 2. Okay. Again, this is called a beveling tool. This is an American beveler. Not to be mistaken with French bevelers, which are way wider. I do use those, though. For reference, should I take a picture of this, chat, and include this with the pattern? My little shitty tooling pattern that I came up with? Probably. So I'm beveling these edges so that I can, I'm going to use a little bit of burnishing gum and burnish them down until the edges are like glass, like everything. Because these edges are, especially the ones on the bottom here, are going to be kind of exposed. The super fine ones on the sides won't, but I find that when you put an edge on something like a folded edge, like a rolled edge, that if you have something that's already beveled and not necessarily has to be, slicked, but something that's beveled, I find that it curls around the leather a little bit easier. So it also helps seal in the moisture that can form. Oh. I'm doing well. Hello, Farley. I'm going to take a picture of this so that we might be able to utilize this in the future. I don't have a... Oh, fuck. I'm going to try and get this as straight as possible. Oh, well, I'm going to be cutting this out, but I just wanted to, I wanted to make sure that I had something that... Do I cut it out? I've thought about using a glue stick. I have. My worry is that it would leave residue. That's why I usually use tape. I also am not really attaching it just yet because I don't have the, I don't have the piece wet, and I haven't, prepped the backside. I haven't burnished anything. Really? Yeah, it pretty much lines up. Okay, so we are going to... do I slick the edges now to... Yes. I'm going to slick this down now, both of these, so that they have time to essentially dry. This one I'm not going to slick the back. I don't have to. I don't have to, but do I want to? Maybe. Welcome back, Spectress. Or were you saying hi to Farley? Huh. So I will say there won't unfortunately be any sewing on this stream. Since I'm still waiting on the fabric to come for the liner. But is that thin enough? We can get to the point of having that prepped. That's fair. I'm not a big fan of Mustangs, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at a classic car, ever. I would agree with that, Spectress. 100%. That's why I have 50s and 60s cars. That's why I have so many. Shit. Oh, I do have one. Okay, cool. I hate getting this gunk on my hands. It chaps them. But it works so well. So for any viewer who is not sure what I'm doing, this white stuff that I'm putting on here that looks like Elmer's glue is called Tokonol. This is a Japanese burnishing gum. This shit's like magic. Technically speaking, you don't need to use burnishing gum. Technically, you can just use water. But burnishing gum works better. It's a little bit more sticky and it provides a little bit more friction when you're making the edge of this like glass. I'm gonna have to make an edited version of this project series. That's like a one video thing on how to make this. Step by step. Just taking screenshots and like voiceovering. Okay, got a couple more edges to do here. Thank you, Spectress. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest. What am I doing? Like, hurting my elbows. I'm like, why does my desk hurt so bad? I forgot to put these back. That's much better. It's been good to see you sticking around, Chris. We always appreciate your appearance. You know, there's probably a better way to apply this than just my finger. Nah. Couldn't be. Okay, now I'm choosing here to slick down the back. No one's ever gonna see the back, but I am not sewing down the bottom of this like I would normally with other patterns, so I don't want water to be able to get in here and like screw up the fibers and cause mold. So I will be dyeing this, but I'm also tooling it and all that jazz, so we won't be applying like a heavy wax. If anything, it's gonna get like that mink oil substitute that I still haven't purchased and I need to. Spoiler, this is how I do my hat brims, by the way, so I can get them out of one layer. A ton of burnishing gum and a Japanese glass slicker. I don't think so. I don't think it's toxic. It's just kind of awful to see on a project. I have some old leather pieces that have unfortunately sustained the mold. Once it starts to mold, I mean, you can fight it, but there's no way to really get rid of it, which sucks. Apart from replacing the piece, I should say. Crummy bear fur on this still. I don't think it's toxic, but it might be. That would be something that if you want to consume leather mold, you should probably look that up. I wouldn't recommend it. It's probably not the best thing for you. Is it toxic? I don't know, probably not, but like, you know, careful with what you ingest. I mean, I chew on plastic too. And even I'm saying, you know, maybe be cautious of consuming leather. The stuff they make this in I know it's called veg tan, but it's not actually, there's chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it. Technically, we all have microplastics every day. As long as it wasn't on purpose, you're good. If it was on purpose, stop eating plastic. Hello, Kyo. Stream is going well so far. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, do some measurements, and figure out how big I need the sides to be. Blah. I took measurements. What am I doing? I already took measurements. Okay, so I measured this at... Oh boy. My 56 is an AMC Rambler. I always say Nash because it was like right when they merged with Hudson to make AMC, but there's a big AMC branding right on the inside door. Just Nash branding everywhere else. One thing I hate about it, unibody. Rust is a killer. I have so much reinforcement I have to add in to make it roadworthy again. Okay, so this is the main pocket. I'm just gonna measure again. I don't trust what I wrote here. I just don't trust what I wrote here. It doesn't make any sense. It looks so much darker on stream than it actually is. It's like a reddish, like, brown. I don't need these right now, so I'm gonna clean these off. I think I'm actually done with the burnishing. So I can put these away. Okay, I think that I need one side full length here. Right? No. No, I don't need it to be full length. I need it to be from the middle hole to the middle hole, which is currently, make sure that's right, 11.5. Oh, I did measure that right. Okay. And is this 9.5? No. Why is it 7.5? Oh, I bet it's because that's 9.5. Is that even the right? No, 7 and... Ooh. 7 3/4. Okay, I need to write this down. I just need to sharpen this. 9, or, I'm sorry, 7, 11.5 times not times, plus 7 3/4 plus 7 3/4. So that would be 1.5, 2, right? Because that's, yeah, 1.5, and then, yeah, that's 2, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 27. Okay. 20. Long. 27 long, and then the width of this bad boy monstrosity is going to be, for the main pocket, well, let me check my little miniature. I figured this pocket out at 2 inches, right? Or I want that to be, hold on. Double the width. Double the width of the book pocket. Dodge Royal Lancer, that's an interesting selection of cars, but I'm into it. Why did I say that 2 inches is... Oh yeah, I guess 2 in... no, not 2 inches. I get 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. What if I do just a tiny hair bigger? Because 2 inches is too big, so if I do 1 and... Actually, 1.5 should be fine. 1.5. So we'll make Book pocket. Book pocket. At what did I say? 1.5? Okay, that's 1.5 wide. So if I want to double that, I want to make it 3 wide. 3 inches wide would be the main pocket. I think that's... If I make it... I'm just gonna make it... Yeah, 3 inches should be... I think 3 inches is plenty thick. Like that. Because, I mean, if I think about it, right? With the bag... Actually, 3 inches might be too big. Hold on. Let's not lose those. So if I have this pouch like this at 3 inches wide, that's sitting right there. That's how wide that is. I mean, it can crush on itself. And it is gonna be... I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna do 3 inches. I'm gonna do 3 inches, and we're gonna commit. Wide. It's not lost on me that I said that and immediately thought, oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm not gonna lie. I heard it too, and I was like, fuck. Maybe nobody will notice. I was wrong. Okay. Okay, so I need to account for this. So from center to center, it will be 3 inches. So I have to add an additional 1/8 of an inch, I think. No. Additional 1/2 inch. So in total, it's going to be 4 inches wide, but not really. Because it's only going to be really 3 inches. Okay, that's fine. So 27 by 4. Alright, so set that aside. Move that out of the way so I have room. Put that away. I'll fix that later. Okay. I hope I have 27 inches that I can cut from. Oh. I might actually have just that. Okay. Let me try and measure this real quick. So this will be 11 inches there. Bear with me, chat. I need to grab a tape measure. Hold on. Like an actual tape measure. Ouch. Okay, 27 inches. Oh, yeah. Give or take a little bit there. So we'll cut it to here. That should be plenty of thickness. Yeah. All right, and now we just gotta cut with our unfortunately dangerous tool. Don't skimp out on tools. Don't do as I do. Purchase a name brand tool with a safety. This is just a block of wood with a fucking razor blade sticking out of it. It is incredibly dangerous. I can't tell you the amount of times I've accidentally cut myself on this tool. This is called a strap cutter. So what this is going to do is this going to have a measurement on it, which I don't trust. I end up using a regular ruler anyway, but this is going to cut an exactly 4-inch width thing. Yeah, see, this says 4 inches, or no, it's only 3 inches. Oh, can my shit even do 4 inches? Oh, it's just shy of 4 inches. That's a problem. That's a problem. I gotta do something stupid here. As, This is even more dangerous. to go past the recommended length here because I don't have the correct amount of width to cut with. That's something, huh? Damn. Okay, I am actually struggling to get this started here. I usually have something I can push on the other side, and it's because I had to remove the end piece. I don't have that. There we are. I'm just going to cut this whole thing down, and then I'll take the best part of it. Okay. Yeah, see? Dangerous tool. Exposed razor blade. Fun. Okay, we'll just gingerly set that bad boy over there away from me. Okay, so I know for a fact I'm not going to want this piece up top. So we're going to straighten this out best I can. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to measure out the full length here, which is 27 inches, I think I measured, right? Yes. Right? Yes, 27 inches. Okay, 27 inches. Put these back up here. It's not in the way anymore. Measure 27, and then we're going to cut that. Okay. That may actually be enough to use for the other pieces, so we're not going to throw that down in the bin yet. That should be a long enough piece for our side. I hope. I don't really have an answer for that. I hope. Okay, so here's where things get interesting. So I need to figure this out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use this device. I'm just using all the tools tonight. And I know for a fact on this piece, the furthest hole is it's a 1/4 inch from the edge. Can I use my calipers? I have to use that? I don't. Let me try before I put a mark in the leather. Let me see if I can measure this with the calipers. As one line and then. Oh yeah. Ginger with that. I don't want to lose that. I don't know why that worked, but it did. So we'll stamp that set of holes first, and then we'll go back and mark the next set. Why not? We'll do it that way. We'll do them one whole set at a time, so that way I don't screw this shit up. It's supposed to be straight lines anyway. So. Looks like it, yeah. No, I don't know why it took me so long to read that, Penny. Yeah, it is basically a medieval torture device. You just told me that line out before and not in the garbage. You did, okay. Cool. That's one set. And now we're gonna mark the other side and do the other side. And then we'll make them bigger and do the next set. This is the only piece that's gonna be French seamed. Everything else is just a single set of holes on each side, which should go a lot quicker. I just have to get them cut to the correct thickness. If that's 1.5, then I think 3/4 would be thick enough. Basically, it just has to be thick enough to fit. I'll have to do some math. I'm gonna be so real. I'm still kind of hesitant to hit this because I don't want to accidentally smack my thumb again. I think the thing that I like the most about this is that everything I've done so far is still done somewhat period correct. To a certain degree, at least. Okay. Round 2. That's strange. This is really close to the other line, which makes me kind of nervous to... I don't want to accidentally punch it too close and have it be too thin. Hello, Movie Man! Thank you for the raider. Welcome, raiders. So far, so good. We haven't started doing any of the tooling yet, but, you know, so far, so good. Ooh, that was a little close. I did hit my thumb a couple of times. Only once tonight, but I have been consistently... This project has made my thumb very sore. Apart from that one little incident, though, we're doing well. I cannot see that. Okay. One more grouping. You know, it occurs to me that I didn't even attempt to wrap this around this to see if it fits. That's not a good sign. I measured it. Why doesn't it fit? Yeah. Grand. That don't fucking fit! Why not? Oh. I can fix this, but I didn't want to put a seam. Wait, oh, I'm stupid. Wait, I actually think I know why this doesn't fit. Hold on. Hold on. It doesn't fit. Okay, never mind. It doesn't fit because it goes on the inner seam. Okay, it should fit. Never mind. I'm getting too ahead of myself. It should fit. I measured. I measured twice. It should fit. It should fit. Gods, please let it fit. It should fit. Okay. I promise the kinks will be worked out of this before I make the pattern available. I can no longer see the pattern. I'm tired of that rattle. It's a little bit higher than I wanted it, but whatever. Whatever. One more to go. And then we'll figure out what the next size is. All right. That's absolutely fair. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for being here. And thank you for the raid. Genuinely. Okay. That's gonna get... Okay. What I'm trying... Well, I appreciate that. Okay, I'm thinking I gotta do that. Tooling across the edge here. Yeah. The reason why I'm doing this is because that's going to be the edge that the seam, when I actually put there's going to be rain. Trying to say too many things at one time. When this gets folded together, there's going to be an edge that gets put on it. That edge is going to be all the way around this lip up until the back wall, which will be essentially sewn to the siding too. So I need to mark it basically. All right, that should be done. And then when we sew this is gonna get sewn to the edge and rolled in like that. Which means that those two top holes might not go to anything, but who cares? I don't. Okay. So next is the inner pocket? The book pocket? The book pocket. Not this pocket. I'm gonna need this though. Book pocket. Look for it. Oh no! No, 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 no. That's what I was worried would happen. And I don't want that in the garbage. Just come around and grab it. Where is it? I swear I cut it. Where? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I miss a fucking piece? Where is that leather piece? Oh, okay. Here it is. Book pocket. Whew. I might get lucky here. I might be able to squeak out a pocket here, or the remainder of this liner out of this. Oh, hell yeah. This is going to be Z, so this literally just is whatever the measurement is. This is exact. The other one was not. Because it was an added piece. Okay. We'll cut that at 19.5. We'll cut it at 20 to be safe, and then I'll just trim it off at the end. Yeah. But 19.5 should fit. I know the next pocket is going to be roughly the same, so actually I think it might be smaller. I'll have to measure that, check, but I'm pretty sure it is actually smaller now that I'm thinking about it. However, I need to find that tiny little fucking screw, wherever the hell I had it. Oh, that's not good. Well, I'll need to find that tiny little fucking screw because I need to put this shit back together. To cut the strap down. There it is. All right. You know, it would have helped if it was in the fucking thing first. Chat, I hate this tool. There are automated strap cutters now. This tool scares me. I'm always afraid like that I'm gonna fucking cut my fingers off. I hate this tool. Don't cheap out and buy shitty tools from China when it comes to something with zero fucking safety standards. My gods. I bought this shit from fucking Temu. Or actually, no, I think I bought it from Wish back in the day. Basically the same website. I was like, oh, heck yeah, that's a cheaper version of the one that they have at Tandy. That was, like, way more expensive. I think I know why. I hate this tool. I always feel like I'm gonna die when I use it. Okay, what did I say that was at? Did I say it was 1.5 inches? I think I did. Yeah, book pocket's 1.5 inches. Oh, that is roughly here-ish. Any. Okay. That's what I said! But, you know, there's a reason why it was that cheap, I think. Oh, no, 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 no. Probably something to do with the fact that this is, like, dangerous. I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Okay, so this is gonna go that way and that way. And I think I know why it's... Fuck. Okay. Alright. Changing the fucking program here. I think I remember why I cut it at 2 inches before, so we're just cutting it at 2 inches. Fuck. That's why I have 2, right? The last time I tried to do this and adjust it, it snapped and cut my fingertip off. Let's not do that on stream. Thank you. That's fair. Okay. 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 Let me measure real quick again. How wide around did I need? I forgot the number. I think it was 20 inches. I think I already have this cut at 20 inches, but... I hope not, because I kind of just fucked that one. Yeah, I did. Shit. I did. Okay, well, make it work. Make it work. Alright. One more, and then we measure out. Oh, fuck me. 6 weeks Sunday. Did I measure the wrong goddamn pocket? No, I didn't. Oh, thank fuck. Okay, Okay, panic averted. I did not measure the wrong pocket. Whew. I guess, you know, I wouldn't feel so, like, worried about this were it not for the fact that I only have, like, this one chunk of leather left in this color. I've had this piece of leather for a long while, and I do not want to, ruin it. Weird. Okay, does that have a... Yeah, it does. Damn it. Why did I do that to myself? Okay. I don't know how this is going to work, frankly. Okay, that's 2. Now I just have to do the itty bitty pocket. And this is just the, I'm calling this my shooting pouch, but realistically, or shot pouch, but, I'm gonna have separate bags for that. This would be for, like, any, like, cleaning supplies or fucking, I don't know, just whatever. Junk that I want to throw in there. So for the sake of it, I think I'm just gonna make it this thickness. Because I already have a cut. Right? I might as well. Which means I'll cut it off of this because this is kind of funky looking. But let's measure that width and figure out how big of a pocket I need. We'll do 13 inches just to be safe, but that's essentially sitting at 12.5. Pretty sure this is Stardew Valley. Yeah, exactly. The beef tallow and gauze pocket. Is this playlist AI? Yes. Unfortunately. This sounds like Stardew Valley, though. Unfortunately, though, yes, it is AI. I can't get away from using AI because it's the only thing that doesn't get me copyright strikes. The only thing that's made me consider wanting to go to Twitch and be real. Just use real music. But, you know, counterpoint to that, I like YouTube. I grew up with YouTube. I'm biased. I don't want to go to Justin TV. For anyone who's a youngin', Twitch used to be called Justin TV. You don't believe me? You can look that up. You're good, Plague Bunny. All I've done so far is cut straps. I haven't started tooling yet. So we still got a lot to do. But welcome in. We're gonna just tool this. Ew. No. I think I might need a new plastic mallet soon. This one's starting to become a bowl. If I could play actual music? Oh, my playlist. Okay, so I have a multitude of songs that only the ADHD brain could comprehend. If I hear a song that I like, I have a playlist that I have named The Bucket. If I hear a song that I like, I pick it up and I put it in the bucket. I have a lot of stuff from the 70s. I have a lot of stuff from the 60s, some 50s stuff. Little bit from the 30s and 40s. Couple songs that are not recorded in the 1800s, but a couple of songs from the 1800s. I also have techno, futuristic, metal, a little bit of steampunk, a little bit of electro swing, you know. If I like how the song, some old school, like 90s, 2000s era, like, I don't know if it's emo music, like My Chemical Romance count as emo music, or is that technically scene music? But I got MCR, I've got Arctic Monkeys, I've got, you know, it's a horrible mix. It would drive the normal man insane. I call it the bucket. I like a song, I pick it up and put it in the bucket. No, actually, I was never emo. I just kind of like somber music sometimes. Stan Rogers, yes. The other folk, Steve Goodman. Hold on, maybe Steve Goodman. I might have like a song from Steve Goodman, but nothing from Kate Wolf. I don't know who that is. And Woody Guthrie sounds familiar, but I don't know that I have any music from them. I might look that up and I might add them to the bucket. You also have a bucket. Excellent. Okay. Let me go on my Spotify real quick and let me just click on my playlist. How many songs do my playlist is currently 55 hours long. And it ranges from everywhere from Jefferson's Starship to fucking The Weeknd. So take that as you will. I'm gonna look her up. I don't know her. Honestly, if I could have music in the background, I probably would pick something from like the old westerns, just like the background music, something that's more something that was made, not something that's generated by an AI. I also have Kendrick Lamar in my playlist. I fucking turn up tax evasion song. Was it turn up tax evasion song? How strange. I got Dr. Steele in there. Okay. Let's see, who else do I got in there? Fucking Voltaire. Trying to think of. He is. No, I'll give you that one. He is 100%. But I don't know. I liked Mask Off, so. I'm not. I put this away already? Oh shit! I hope I did. Little box. There we go. Putting this away so I don't cut myself. I also have Biggie and I have do have some Beastie Boys on there. Girls. You're good. Don't even worry about it. You made it still. That's the important thing, right? Okay, dokie. See where Far is at, because I don't want to run and grab water until he gets back. I have some water myself, actually. My God, I didn't get a chance to watch it last night, by the way. I meant water for tooling. It's gonna take me a minute to grab the bowl and a towel and get things ready. I have, like, drinking water next to me. I was more talking about, like... you know, a bowl of tap water. And not my delicious path water. Man, someday, if I get a sponsor, I swear to God, I hope it's them. It won't be. I doubt they sponsor people, but you know, a kobold can dream. Hello.
Hi, honey.
I am hoping, yes, you should be able to be heard. Okay, cool.
Hello, Benny.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Why did that get so fucking thin there? It's odd.
How about the tooling?
I haven't tooled anything yet.
Okay, you're just setting up still.
Yeah, I need to go grab some water to
Hello, boy.
begin that process.
Okay, I can keep an eye on chat for you while you're busy. He discussed it a bit earlier, but he said today the professor's doctor was called to the stand and a psychic was cross-examining. Oh,
huh?
Goodness.
Huh?
Play Bunny is talking about Atazi.
I know, but what do you mean a psychic was cross-examined? Or wait.
No, cross-examining.
Wait, hold on. Bruh, please tell me.
That's some crazy word.
Please tell me that the fucking whoever the psychic cross-examining, it's that lady, isn't it? She's the one doing it. Please tell me that the person cross-examining wasn't like, I knew you'd say that.
Just a word of warning, I took some
Medicine.
more pain medication tonight, so I may be a little loopy. In a little bit. It hasn't kicked in yet, but...
You are good. You are good. I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna go run and grab... I have a towel here so I can utilize...
The TikTok psychic was asking questions to the professor's doctor in regards to the PTSD diagnosis. Man. Shit's crazy.
Huh.
Go ahead, go get your water. You'll be able to hear more when you get back.
No. I'm wrapping up I'm wrapping this up so that I can put it away. This is not mine. Used to be mine. Not anymore. Funny how that works. Anyway, be right back. Grabbing some water.
Okay.
Bowl of water.
How's everybody's day? How are you? I am ouchy, but that's okay, because eventually I won't be ouchy anymore. At least you're loopy with us and not loopy alone on the floor in the corner. Yeah, and it's not like super loopy. It's a very small amount of heavier pain medication, but I've had some increased pain after my surgery that was not expected, and some side effects that were not great. Went to the ER on Monday because of it. But yeah, I'm here. They didn't find anything for what it's worth. I was there for 6 hours. They did a CT scan on me. Inconclusive, and they didn't want to mess with what my surgeon had done because they didn't want the surgeon getting upset that his work was messed with. And the surgeon's out the rest of the week, so I gotta wait until Tuesday to go see him. But I'll figure it out. Penny said, I'm doing good. Swear to God, Skylander Superchargers is gonna make me a professional 3D modeler. The thing that you made was sick. You did a great job on that, Penny. Fun fact, in case you has anybody here had a CT scan before? Because it's interesting. It's this donut-looking thing that has a big magnet in it that swirls around you to take a 3D image of your body. But it takes like little tiny cut 3D images out of each piece of you. Doesn't hurt, but they have what is it called? They have a contrast that they use in you. And when you are given the contrast, it makes you feel really warm, and it makes you feel like you've peed your pants. You haven't, at least not normally, but it makes you feel like you've peed your pants.
You peed your pants.
I didn't. Although the guy who set me up at the CT was the same one that made that fucking comment.
Not the time or place. Not the time or place. Don't like that guy is what I'm trying to say.
He was just trying to make it. Because he also said, if you pee your pants, it's okay. We won't judge you.
Super inappropriate comments. Not the pee your pants thing. Just not professional in the slightest.
If it makes you feel better, like you got a bit of karma, when he was pulling me up to the door and was handing me off to another person to take me back to my room at the ER, he fucking thwacked his hand on the door so hard that, like, the other guy was just like, oh my God, are you okay?
Well, at least he's at an ER.
That's what we both said. It's like, well, hey, at least he's at an ER. He's in the right place for getting hurt. We joked a bit. We were like, workplace injury. Better report that. It makes you feel like you pee your pants. Sign me up. It's like super purple, which is interesting. They pump it into you, and then your body feels like super hot in different places.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had that when I was a youngin'. I used to get I used to get gross things called abscesses, and
like a pimple that won't pop.
No, it's way worse than that. But basically, I had one that was on my forehead, made me look like a caveman. Not fun, don't recommend. And I had an emergency room doctor tell me I was gonna die. real good
Again,
etiquette.
not very professional.
No, real good. Oh my god, he could die! He's gonna die! It's seeping into his brain, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You look over at your mom, am I gonna die?
Yeah, no, fun fact, didn't die. Didn't come close to dying.
Really?
Not at all.
I couldn't tell.
No, I got better.
He only died a little bit.
I got better, though. But no, I
don't think a doctor should do that.
I agree.
What? Yeah. No, I don't think so either, Penny. Do you read YouTube chat? Yes. Hello.
Hello! Welcome.
You almost have a name similar to one of our regulars. At least the end part of it. Hi. I had an abscess on my butt recently and had it removed. Dang.
It sucks. I hate those.
Ooh.
Chat, we hate
Our
abscesses.
new viewer says, what are you making?
I am making a satchel based kind of around the Legend of the East bag from the Red Dead Redemption series. I know it was technically in 1, but it was more fleshed out in 2. But I'm making this as what's called a possibles bag for an event called Mountain Man. To explain what that is, it's basically like LARPing as a 1800s fur trapper. That's the best way I could explain it.
Yeah, you go out in the woods for a couple days with a bunch of old men and you see if you can catch fish.
And trade shit.
Yeah, you trade stuff. That's so swag. Thanks so much. Also, welcome in. You are new here, so hello, I'm
Spiel
Farley.
time, until the jokes kick
Kobold
in.
is Kobold. He's the little blue guy down on your bottom right corner. And he's also the hands that you see on your screen. This is Kobold's Burrow. We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays for Leatherworking. Sometimes we do Friday or Monday.
This week has been
streams.
weird. This week has been weird.
Yes.
Next week will be weird, but
Eventually we'll get back to the Tuesday, Thursday.
yes. We're
But
planning for a
Kobold-
trip currently.
Kobold does leatherwork. He does chainmail. We do 3D printed armor.
Oh, I have chainmail actually. Chainmail.
Yeah. He hand did all of that.
I hate carbon rings.
You chose them.
I know.
Why did you choose the hardest ones?
Because I'm petty.
Yes, you are. And I'm the character designer and Kobold's partner. And I made the little PNGs that you see on your screen.
Yee.
Anyway, spiel over. Welcome in if you are a creative type or you like seeing people's creativity. We have a Discord, which is linked down in the description below, and we'd love to have you. Basically, you go in the wood as LARP, and LARP as nomads. Kind of. Basically, you're just camping for a weekend. And trading with the other people that are there. You should make... not make. You should bring one of your dad's old fishing rods.
Stick with string.
Yeah. Because you won't be able to eat meat. You can't eat meat.
Stick with
You could
string.
eat fish, though. Stick with string. Couple worms.
Cheese.
No phones allowed. Nope, no phones allowed.
Well, I don't know how
He'll
strict
probably
they
judge
are.
us for a couple pictures.
I don't know how strict they are. I'm gonna be real. Because
Making
technically
chainmail
Ren
worms.
fairs aren't supposed to be phones either, but they are.
Yeah. I wish you had your old 8mm able to be recording.
I just don't have film.
I know. That would be awesome, though, for us to edit and just have you take little... You're going to have your little journal with you, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, why is the camera moving?
The camera was moving? What do you mean the camera was moving?
Either that or you were pushing your...
I was pushing the
mat
table.
further up the
Yes.
table. Okay. I was like, I can't tell if someone is moving the camera or if you are moving it. We're good. Most patriotic Ren fair? Kind of.
Yeah,
It's
a little bit.
all like the 1800s, so people make their own stuff to bring and...
The non-sovereign
mixed with
citizen
the
Moors, and I have to specify that, which is so dumb. I hope I should say.
hope.
the trapper companies are going to be
I do wish that we
representative.
could do that thing that you were interested in, but not this time.
So not this time, but I was gonna say we could do like I could fucking post where it's gonna be if anybody wanted to come and meet me. Not this time because I am just barely getting allowed to come. It's a
Kind of close party thing.
it's not like a private club, but it's something that you wouldn't know about unless you went with somebody who was already like a member. You know what I mean? Like it's technically open to the public. But
Nessa says, "What's your favorite thing you've made?" Ooh.
Steven.
I do love Steven. Or your hats, but you don't have any. I mean,
I
you
don't-
have some of your hats.
None of my hats I've kept. They've all been for other people. I love Steven. I love Steven. Steven
You
is
made him for
great.
Halloween 2 years ago, almost.
I also made my mom I don't really. It's not. I like it. I like how it looks, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's my favorite.
Is it the book?
No. I do like
The
book,
gingerbread
but no. I was talking about her Ren Fair belt.
The Ren Fair belts are really good. I like your pistol holster that you made.
My holster. That's actually
Yeah.
sitting here still. You know, honestly,
Shoes?
I'm pretty proud of my shoes. I still have those sitting down here too. I'm pretty proud of these. I'm gonna say it's my shoes because I've never made shoes that look good and held up. I'm pretty proud of
Yes.
making these.
So for those who aren't familiar with Steven, he is a mask, and his tail is open all the way down, so you could stick.
You could put a straw in it.
Yeah, a straw all the way down and drink through him. He's pretty neat. Yeah, Kobold's been doing leather work for how long now? 20-something years?
It's going on 25 years.
That's so cool.
It just makes me feel old. It just makes me feel old.
No, because you were doing it before you were...
Yes, I
You
know.
were doing it as a kid.
I did it in Boy Scouts. It's kind of where I picked it up.
Yeah.
My dad did it, but I really picked it up in Boy Scouts.
Mr. Eagle Scout. I think it's so neat. Shoes are hard to make from what I know. How cool. It was his very first time trying without a prior
So
shoe
I have
part
made
of it.
shoes before, made shoes before where I took like a Walmart moccasin slipper for the bottom and then just sewed a top to it. Those were never comfortable. They never really fit. These are actually like fitted to a form that I 3D printed. And they are
Specifically.
made actually traditionally as if they were made like 1860s. Again, for a reason. But these are fully leather soled. I know they're very dirty. I wore them at Disneyland. But the heel is actually riveted in with brass rivets. You were a Tiger Scout? You made it. Hey, I like Cub Scouts. Cub Scouts fine. I made it through Cub Scouts. And then transitioned to Boy Scouts.
And then you flew a helicopter.
I flew an airplane too, and a biplane. A fucking World War I biplane.
You are a biplane.
No.
No, that's your cousin. But I wish I would have gotten to do like scouts like that. That sounded fun. I just got stuck with
How am I gonna do this?
stupid scouts and had to fucking sing and help out at a church I didn't even go to. And then I only went for 2 months, and that was it. And I didn't get to actually partake in anything. Well, that's not necessarily true. I did go to a camp once, and because I was in Oregon at the time, the entire campground flooded, including our cabins.
Well, that's fucked.
We had to tarp the inside of the underside of the ceilings so that I could I could fucking... So we could be inside of the cabin without it flooding over, and then it still flooded over and all of our stuff got wet, so then everybody had to move into the big lodge. We tried to make the most of it. We all sang a bunch of, like, down by the coast of the hanky panky where the bullfrogs jump from bank to bank, it goes eeps, bank. We did a bunch of that stuff. But I don't know. It was a lot. I went kayaking for like 2 minutes, and then somebody got sick, and we had to turn around. I had to get to do shit.
If anyone's wondering what I'm currently doing, I'm gently skiving a pattern in here.
He's gonna be tooling.
Yes, I'm tooling in this. This is a bear, and then we've got California poppies because I live in California.
I was an honorary Boy Scout because all the Girl Scouts just painted their nails the one time I went. I was unfortunately in the Girl Scouts. I wish I could have been in the Boy Scouts.
Technically speaking, you were, because there is no Boy Scouts anymore. They're just Scouts.
The hot take, heard this on a short the other day, but fucking Girl Scouts is just a front to have child labor to sell cookies.
Yeah.
Did you know that back in the early 70s, Girl Scouts had all of the Scouts make their own cookies?
I need to find, where is my little ball, little ball, little ball, little ball?
I had a brother I went with. They wouldn't let me get the patches because I was a girl. Oh, that sucks! You should have at least gotten to partake. If you were doing the stuff, you should have been able to be part of the thing. It would have been cool. It would have made you more likely to encourage other people to go. How the fuck do I attach an image on this? I don't know. I'm trying to remember how I sent you an image.
One of my friends in Scouts had a sister that always came, and their dad was the Scoutmaster. But I don't remember. I don't remember them ever getting the patches. Now that you mention that,
that sucks, dude.
It kind of does, yeah.
Nessa says, I won the derby race and I didn't get the trophy. That sucks!
Funny story, I also won the derby race and did not win it. So, someone fucking... Okay, I have a couple.
You got fucking banned, dude.
No, I didn't! But there's a reason why there's a rule that says you cannot use mercury. I'm the reason why there's a rule why you cannot use mercury in your, fucking derby car. So, okay. I had a Pinewood derby car, and my dad the only thing it said was weight, right? It had to have a certain amount of weight. So my dad and I shaved the fucker down to like be just as thin as physically possible. And then he hollowed out a pocket in it. And we broke open an old thermometer and filled this pocket with mercury. And then sealed the bottom of it with caulk. With like bathtub, or no, aquarium caulk. It worked great for a little while. The coolest thing about it was it would go slow down the track, and then as soon as it hit the bottom, all the mercury would fucking fly forward, and the thing would just go... They thought I was cheating!
Which you kind of were.
Until one time it hit the end of the track, and the caulk fell out.
And the mercury fell out.
Uh-huh. And
Do
then
you still have that car?
I do. We brought it back the next year, and I'm pretty sure some of that fucking mercury is still in that damn wood. Because it still did it. Only I still used the same pocket, and I filled that pocket with shotgun lead. With buckshot.
That's crazy.
And
you should bring that down sometime. I would love to see
it still works, and every single time I would go to the mall when they were doing, like, because back in the day they used to have people say, oh, you should join Boy Scouts, and they would show off, like, the championship ones. I would always bring my car and be like, okay, hey, I brought my old Pinewood Derby car from back in the day, and they were like, and every time someone looks at it, because we used just gloss over the wood, everyone made fun of my car when I was in Boy Scouts. And they called it the taupe sled because it was brown, and they were just making fun of it. Because everyone had a name for their car, and I was just like, what do I call that? Fucking fast is what I call that. It's the taupe sled. Oh, okay.
You should have called it the lead sled.
I really should have, but I wasn't that clever. All right, I was like 12. Okay. Anyway, every time I bring it to go up against the current champion car at the mall, it wins. Every single time. I have never lost. And it's because it's fucking wood full of mercury.
Well, mercury and lead.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
no.
probably why you sink.
The cancer car.
That's probably why you sink, Kobold.
No. Not at all.
Poison derby car. I love you. You should bring that down sometime. I'd love to have pictures of it for the stream. For
I
chats.
have to find it. I don't exactly know where it's at.
It's probably up in your attic. Buried behind 75,000 Christmas ornaments.
I definitely still have it. It's somewhere in my room. I just don't know where.
Oh.
Because I would never have put it upstairs.
Fair. I wonder if it's up by the Furby.
It is not up by the Furby.
Damn.
It is not by Farnsworth.
I do love Farnsworth, though. Guys, the
I do
vibes
too.
are great. I shall be back. Have a great night. Thanks for being so nice. You have a great night, too.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up, and we hope to see you around again.
Absolutely.
Oh, yay. The Furby, yeah. Farnsworth, he's
I have...
the OG.
I don't think he's got batteries that work in him anymore. I'd take him down, but the problem is he won't shut up. If I do...
He's better than the fucking 2016 one you had.
I don't like that one. I don't like
either. It doesn't have a soul.
I don't like the modern Furby. It's not... I don't like the modern Furby.
I need your help, Kobold.
With what?
I have sent you several images, and I'm trying to decide which outfit I like.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to bear with me because I'm
No, I know. When you're done after stream.
This is a lot of little tiny little sections that I have to...
Yeah, foiby. Didn't I buy you Farnsworth?
No, you brought me the demon.
I for sure did not buy you the... maybe I found you the link for Farnsworth, because you were like, where can I get an original one?
Because I had one just like Farnsworth when I was a kid. I don't remember what happened to him.
My sister had one that was... It was green, but it had like leopard print on the back of it, and it had a mohawk. I'm pretty sure it caught fire.
That's depressing.
Yeah, I think it was in the house, and it was on the floor for some reason, and it started smoking, and it did not make it. It was a neat little guy. It was when I was very young, though, so it was definitely one of the very old ones.
I remember when they first came out.
is from... How do? I don't know how to sign in on Discord on this. Kobold, you were there when electricity was invented.
Rude.
You know, they don't believe me when I say that the light bulb was not made by fucking Thomas Edison.
I did not make the light bulb.
Well, no, you didn't, but somebody else did.
Who do you think stole the light bulb from Nikola Tesla? For Thomas Edison.
It wasn't even Tesla. It was not Nikola Tesla, and it was a black scientist who created the filament to make electricity more achievable for everybody. It made it affordable to have electricity in houses. I can't fucking remember his name.
I have a haunted Barney story that my cousin told me. Was not my Barney. Oh boy. How am I gonna do this? Okay, so I'm going to actually peel this away and then retape it.
Louis Latimer was his name. And he was very neat. He was very neat, and then fucking Edison came along and was just like, yeah, I'm gonna use that, and I'm going to take your light bulb idea.
Patent!
Yeah, basically. But about that ancient Egyptian light bulb. Ooh.
You mean the lemon battery one?
What about the Baghdad battery, which is just
That's
pottery?
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's not a lemon. It's legit just pots.
Lemon juice. It's lemon juice.
I don't think initially it was. They didn't have lemons in the Middle East.
No, they used citrus. They would have used like a Buddha's fist.
Those things are wacky. I had a haunted doll story. So when I was a kid, I got gifted... I don't even remember what the fuck it was called.
Freaking Teddy Ruxpin?
No, it was a human doll.
The bear that I made kind of looks like a fucking furry.
I liked it. I liked your little sketch. It was cute.
I didn't mean for it to look like a furry, but... Oh well!
Here we go. It was called An Amazing Maddie. And it was from 2001. And so I had one of these. So it was a girl who had a fucking... like a slot or a point out in the center of her hand. And here, hold on, I'll find. Me, me, me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. God, there's fucking videos. Oh, I remember this thing. Okay, so I will post the image of this motherfucker in Stream Related, since we're talking about it. So, this fucking doll, she has a little fucking thing on the inside of her palm. And so the donut, the camera, the other things that she has with her, she could have those plugged into her hand, and she would start talking about them. Her mouth moved. Her eyes moved. She could move her head.
Oh, is that one of those ones that used to eat shit and then, like, they would eat the hair?
No, she would talk to you and remember what you said.
Oh, I hate that.
And I did not very much like her. I played with her for a little bit. She was not gifted to me by my parents, but by a family relative, I think, or by somebody. I hate
that.
But so she would talk, and she was keep in mind, she was like half my height, and I was 5. So she was tall and big and heavy. I did not very much care for her. So when I decided I was done playing with her, I would put her in my closet. And she
Did not like to be in the closet.
We took her batteries out, and she started talking in the middle of the night. I was laying in bed, and I could hear her, and she was just like, "I'm Amazing Maddie. Do you want to have fun?"
No!
And my
No!
dad heard it, and we took that motherfucker to the dump the next day. Like, straight to the dump. Not in the garbage can. Nowhere near the house. Took her to the fucking dump.
I've seen enough horror movies. No, not in my
Yeah,
household.
That
Bye!
must have been 2001. Because that's when she came out, and I think it was one of my aunts gave it to me. I don't know any of my extended family very well.
She
They
gave you
don't
a
really
fucking
ever hang out with
haunted-ass
me.
doll.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we fucking took that bitch straight to the dump.
That shit was cursed.
Straight to the wood chipper. You're talking and moving without batteries in you, you don't stay. Penny said, I remember I used to have a clock, and after it being turned off for like 3 years in a box somewhere, it randomly started beeping. Like when he said, I remember, and I think it was my sister who bought me this, got me a good guy doll when I was young. Obviously, I was terrified of the thing because I had seen the movies.
That's fair.
Oh, no, you had seen the... It's Chucky. It's Chucky. Don't like that. Terrible timing for her to get you that. I remember in the house in Oregon where I had all the ghost shit happen. My sibling was just a little baby, and we'd gotten a Transformer toy, an Optimus Prime toy, from Goodwill or something, and they liked it. They played around with it, and it started going off and talking in their room alone. Like they had been gone at school all day, and it was making noise and talking. So we took the batteries out, and that one didn't start talking after the batteries were out, but that house had a lot going on. We would have all of the fire alarms in the house were not connected to the power in the house. They were all battery operated. And we would have, in waves, starting at my parents' room, which was all the way in the back of the house, all the way up through the hallway to the front room, all of them go off one by one in a huge wave, and then it would stop. And it happened a lot. Daytime, nighttime, after change of batteries, and then we moved to a new house, and it took about a year, but then it started to happen again. In the new house. And the new house was 2 stories, so it'd start up in my room, upstairs, and go through all of the rooms downstairs. And then we moved again, because we were only at that house for 2 years, and it took about 4 years, and then we started having the fire alarm thing happening again. The same way, waves of it. And it seems like every time we move, it takes longer and longer. We haven't had it happen at this house yet. But we did have a carbon detector go off.
That could have just been a carbon issue.
I don't know. Which one of your family members is haunted? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's either going to be me or my mom.
It
It's
ain't
not
you.
my dad.
You know
It's
why
not
it
my
ain't
dad.
you? Because I said it ain't.
Fair. Kobold doesn't like when I talk about my ghost stories because he gets spookied. At that same house where it originally started, we had,
Kobold,
another,
don't fuck with the with ghosts.
we had another thing happen,
But
and
I
it
keep
happened
coming in
specifically
contact
to me, where, so the living room was at the front of the house, right next to the front door, and then the dining room and kitchen were connected to that with an archway, so it was like a pretty open plan, but there was a wall between the living room and the kitchen. So the archway was by the dining room, and there was like a turn into the kitchen. And I was at home one day. My parents were both at work. I was in middle school. No, I might have been late elementary. No, I had a phone. So I was in like 6th grade. I had my first little phone that could only make calls. And
Chat, I had a
I was
pager.
sitting I was sitting in the living room. Bright, pretty day out, was kind of spacing out. Had Ghost Adventures on because I liked watching it. And I start feeling this like vibration, and I look, and I can't figure out where it's coming from. I start hearing all this banging happening. I'm the only one at home. Nobody else is home. I stand up. I go walk into the archway, and I look into the kitchen, and all of the cabinets, all of the lower cabinets, specifically just the lower cabinets in the kitchen, the center panel of the door is fucking, it looks like it's like getting pounded on. Every single one of them, so hard that the doors are opening a little bit with each pound. I freak the fuck out. I call my mom. It takes her like 4 times of me calling to answer because she's at work. She can hear it over the phone, and she's just like, I don't know what to do. Go lock yourself in your room. And I was just like, okay. And I'm freaking out. I could still hear it. It went on for probably about another 10 minutes, and then it stopped. And it didn't happen again for like 2 months. And then at night, at like 10 p.m., I was playing a game on my computer. I had my little keyboard behind me, and it turns on and it plays a note. And I take off my headphones, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why is that on? I turn it off, and I hear something. And I hear the banging. And so I go out down the hallway, and the living room's on the right. I turn to the living room. My dad is sleeping on the couch with the TV on. And I can hear the kitchen. I can hear the cabinets banging. I run up to the archway. I look. It's happening. I try and shake my dad awake, and as soon as he wakes up, it stops. And then it never happened again. It was fucking wild. I think you're the haunted one. Maybe. I don't know.
Incorrect.
For Kobold's sake, we'll say no. It is fascinating, though. Like, I don't know. A lot of stuff happened at that house. That sounds scary. Well, yeah, for a fucking middle schooler, yeah. It would turn my channels in the middle of the night. I had a little CRT TV, just a tiny one, that was sat up on the dresser at the end of my bed. And it would sometimes turn on its own and start flipping through channels. And my cat at the time would get so freaked out and start hissing at the TV. I'd have stuff get thrown off my bookshelf. I'd see shadows like fall on the other side of my bookshelf, and my cat would react to them. There's a lot of shit that went on. It was a lot. It was a lot. I can't guarantee that. I don't know. I remember we had a baby gate up in front of my room because my younger sibling used to be in my room, and I was trying to go over it one day, and I could have sworn it felt like something pushed my shoulders hard enough that I fucking face planted. I fell over the baby gate and landed on the ground, and it hurt. And my mom said that I just tripped. I was being silly, but I could have sworn. I could have sworn.
I tripped over a baby gate. I would have sworn.
You are a baby gate.
I don't even know what that means.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Why are you insulted? You don't even know what it means.
Fuck you.
Oh, I think I rage baited him, chat.
Like, really fucking focused on this shit.
You're doing a good job. I feel like your tooling will only keep getting better the more you do it, you know? It said the closest thing I had was I saw a ghost of a Native American boy that would also wake up and feel like I was getting strangled in my mom's old house. That's a bummer. I once woke up at like 3 or 4 in the morning. I had to use the restroom. I was in elementary school at the time. It was before all that other shit happened. And I heard knocking, like somebody pounding on the door. And I looked over, and there was it was like, my door was tall. The door at the house was tall, and it had glass on the very top of it. And I could see the outline of a man's hat.
The Hat Man.
The people in that area did not wear hats. Not like that, anyway. It was like a proper fedora, or like your hunter's hat. And it was just banging on the fucking door. And as soon as I stepped out of my room, it stopped knocking for a second, and the hat kind of moved a little bit, and then it was just bang, 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 like faster to try and get my attention. It was terrible. It was terrible. I ran to the bathroom. I was very brave to do so. And then it was still there, and I ran back in my bedroom and hid under the covers, and eventually it stopped. Zila said, "Damn, y'all are still alive." Hi, Zila.
What's up, Zila?
How you? How you, buddy? I'm a bit loopy. I'm talking about ghost shit, but I'm not feeling pain, which is nice. I can actually sit up for a minute. It's nice. I'm a bit fucked up. Also, the stairs smelled like death, and crosses on the wall would be upside down randomly. That's crazy. Good, addicted to marathon. What is marathon? What is... Are you mean like running marathons, or...
Zila over here turning into a health nut.
Oh, it's an extraction shooter game. I see. Interesting. I just listened to a podcast about ghost shit the other day. Kobold hates fucking ghosts. He hates ghosts. He gets so spooked by them. Any talk of them.
There's a reason why I own a salt shotgun, and it's not for flies.
Yeah, but he always wants to watch spooky shit, and then he complains to me when he gets nightmares.
I don't get nightmares because I don't dream. I just wake up screaming.
Yeah,
and I don't know why!
You fucking punched me once when you woke up from a fucking nightmare. Thankfully, it was just on the arm, but you punched me once.
I do not remember that. Was I asleep?
Yes, you woke up screaming, and then you fucking decked my arm.
Okay. Okay, so listen, at some point in my life I may sleepwalk, because it runs in my family.
You do. At the very least, you sleep interact.
Wait, am I like that one fucking Reddit meme where the guy wakes up and just goes, "They're coming." What?
No, but you try and talk to me while you're asleep, and then you're just like, "No, I meant this. I meant to say this."
My brain does not shut off. Ever.
I remember once you tried typing on your keyboard after you partially woke up. And then you, like, fell like a rock on your pillow again.
Yeah, my brain don't shut off when I go to bed. And
No.
I don't dream, so...
He does, in fact, wake up screaming sometimes, and it can be quite scary.
I don't know why, but I do. There was that one time... There's apparently a skull that I've seen before. As like a paralysis demon.
That skull that you've seen a couple times.
So, okay, so apparently I have experienced sleep paralysis. But it doesn't work right on me because my brain is so weird.
You can move.
Like, I can move. Like, when I get the fucking, like, when I get sleep paralysis, I guess, I start, like, fucking the thing, you know, the demon fucking shows up. It's not the same demon that everyone sees, because everyone, I guess, sees a different demon, but I just fucking scream so loud. It's weird. It's weird because, right, I can't, it's not just me, like, not moving. Like, I can fucking scream. And I scream and fucking, I sit up and immediately go, where the fuck did it go?
Well, no, but you've had it where a couple times you've been on... Because he'll fall asleep. He'll put on, like, some restoration video, and it's just fucking drilling and...
It's relaxing! Fuck you!
And you'll pass out and have it playing.
I don't know why industrial noises are relaxing to me, but they are.
But when he does that, I don't have the heart to hang up until I'm able to say goodnight, because then sometimes he'll wake up and be like, why did you hang up on me?
I do that on purpose.
But, one time he woke up, and I was sitting there, and he was just like, he screamed all of a sudden. I was like, oh my god, are you okay? And I've had it a couple times where I talk you down from it. You'll, like, wake up and scream. You're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh my god, what the fuck is that? And I have to be like, babe, hun, hey.
That's probably because I'm still asleep.
I'm like, hey. And then you're like, what? And I'm like, hey, you're sleeping. It's okay. It's just a bad dream. Go back to bed. It'll be okay. It's the
terrors. It's the terrors that I've seen in my many years.
Yeah.
They've all come back to haunt me.
Restoration vids are very calming unless they make old items look perfect and then they suck. Fair. I've never had sleep paralysis. I don't really wake up jolted from dreams a lot. I dream. I can't see shit in my head. I can't hear shit in my head.
Unless you
dream. But I dream really, really realistically. And I have recurring dreams. I like remember the places that I've been in my dreams, and I remember when I have another dream with it, I'm like, oh, I'm back here. Which is interesting. But I don't really, even when I have, like, bad dreams, I haven't had, like, a series of nightmares since late middle school. Like, I've had some bad ones, but some, like, where you fucking... I've had some where you piss me off in my dream.
Is that why you wake up mad at me sometimes?
Sometimes.
I didn't do shit to you.
I know. And I have to, like, reason with myself. When I wake up from dreaming, I'm like, what the hell? And then I try to remember all of it, and I'm like, this makes no sense. Dreams don't make sense. Dreams are such a fascinating thing, because, like, it's not just humans that have it happen, obviously. But I don't know what other animals deal with when they dream.
Well, I found out recently dogs can be autistic, so, I mean, you know.
Fair. Dreams are a TV show. Kind of. Yeah, kind of. My dreams are kind of like a TV show. I hate... Okay, so I have...
I also hate...
I have dreams of this type more often than I like, but sometimes in my dream, I get so pissed off that I, like, want to deck somebody, or I'm, like, trying to protect somebody, and I need to, like, punch somebody, and it feels like my fists are going through, like, just molasses. It's so hard to, like, I can never hit somebody the way that I want to. And
Like that one time you dreamed about Ben Shapiro and then jabbed his ass.
yeah, I fucking decked his ass. I, like, worked through the slowness, and I fucking just bow, 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 bow. Like, at first, my punches wouldn't hit the way I wanted them to, and then I was just like, fuck this is my dream, I can do this. And I fucking beat his ass. It was great. I'm not a very violent person, but sometimes my dreams make me do things. I could be violent, but I just am not. I don't really think I have it in me. It's like the original form of AI. Yeah, kinda. Where's the plot and the narrative brain? Well, mine, I do sometimes have, like, plots that I go through. And for me, sometimes, I know that other people deal with it to where sometimes you're in the middle of a dream and you wake up from it before you get to the good part. I can sometimes put myself back into that dream. Which is neat.
That looks like crap. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that. That looks like crap. Whatever.
Play a little COD first. Oh my god. No, I'm okay. I don't want to play COD.
If we ever hit fucking 700 subs, right? Or was it 1,000 subs? I don't remember. I thought it was a lower number.
I don't know. I hate. Not a fan of first-person shooters at all. I remember I had a dream where I was playing Silksong and I got hacked or something, and then 50 billion enemies spawned and I tried running away. Oh! I had a dream about Skyrim not Skyrim, Oblivion the other day. And I talked about it yesterday, but man, I really want to fucking figure out what the stone moth people are about. And then also, I dreamt that there was another fucking quest for the Night of the Nine, and there was like a trial chamber thing I had to go through, but that one I'm pretty sure I just dreamed up. Even though I got a thing to hack the game, I just never used it. I was upset. I used to have a DS. It was great, and I liked it, and I had a fucking action replay for it, which was nice. And then my dad fucking sold my DS without telling me. And I came home and I had a fucking 3DS Lite, and you can't use the action replay on the 3DS Lite. And I lost all of my save files because the 3DS had a different save format to the fucking normal DS. I was very upset. That was just a couple years ago, too. I was very sad. I'm still a bit sad about that. I wish I could get my fucking DS back. It wasn't even a fancy one or anything. It was just white. I got it like 4 years after they came out because my parents found one on sale on like Facebook or some shit. I was grateful for it. And then I think he thought it was going to be a nice thing to do, but like, man, I miss my fucking DS. You didn't have to get rid of my DS, dog. I still have all my games. Well, not all of them. I had a fucking Harvest Moon cute, and I think one of my exes took it, because I've never been able to find it again, and it's lost. But I love that game. It might have been in the DS when they sold it and they just didn't realize, to be fair. But I love Harvest Moon, and I liked that one a lot, and it was very sad. You are very locked in, babe.
I am.
It's okay. I'll talk to chat.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just want to make sure that you're still breathing. I wrote down one of my dreams because I thought it was interesting. Why did a song play in my dream? I had a dream when I was younger that was so striking to me that I actually wrote a song about it. I still remember it, but it's cringy. I think I have it written down in one of my old sketchbooks somewhere. Any of you ever written music? Do any of you sing?
Never wrote music. I did write poetry for a time.
Was that the same time where you wore trip pants?
No, actually.
No.
But very close.
It just seemed like the right era. Did you ever wear puka shells? I can't remember.
I did. I still have my pukas. Thank you very much.
Maybe we can get you a new set at Hawaii.
I have my pukas. What the fuck you mean a
I know,
new set?
but maybe we can get you another one.
I don't need another one. I have pukas. I don't wear them all that often because my neck got fatter, but I do have pukas. I wish I could fix my fucking turquoise.
Yeah. I am very mad because back in middle school, a friend of mine stole my copy of Pokemon Emerald, and now I look back at the prices and I'm furious.
I bought a remake Emerald and it was like $20. It's not the original, but people do like remakes. And they work just fine. I bought that's also how I bought Pokemon
Cops.
Yeah, the bad fucking Pokemon game, Pokemon Cops, and also Pokemon Liquid Crystal, which is a remake of Crystal on the Fire Red and Leaf Green engine. Very fun. It doesn't work 100%, but it's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie, I like that game.
Why are the originals $200? I don't know. Well, and the problem with a lot of the original fucking Game Boy games is if they still have their original battery, it's highly likely that it does not save anymore. I write songs. I've done some bar gigs, grew up singing at church, and do karaoke every day. Hell yeah. And yeah, scalpers are big on it. I used to sing in choir.
Yeah, I never sang. That wasn't me.
I was in band for a little bit, and then my fucking band director stole my clarinet. It wasn't even a good one. It was $80 haggled down from Craigslist. And my parents scrounged up whatever we could for it because we had only just stopped being homeless. And I played it, and I was decent, and then I almost got through the whole year, and then my band director stole my clarinet.
How?
They said, because some of the buttons on it, because it was not a good quality clarinet, they didn't push down right, so some of the notes wouldn't work correctly, and the metal was bending out, and he was just like, oh, well, I'll take it to a repair shop and I'll fix it for you. And I never saw it again, and then he got fired.
Did you get Grinched?
Yeah, and then
I'll take it
the
back
next
to my
band director who
workshop!
The next band director who came in told me that I could try and do trumpet, and I did that for a little bit, and then I tried to do jazz piano, and then I was just like, I can't do any of these the same way. And then, because I wasn't allowed to take home any of the instruments, because they were just letting me borrow them during classes, so I couldn't actually practice. So I went to choir, and then the fucking middle school choir director was an asshole. And I was trying to sing, and I wanted to try and get a solo spot, and we were trying to do Hairspray, which is supposed to have pretty big vocals. You know, it's a musical. You want to have, like, expressive vocals. And he told me to shut the fuck up and that I was being too loud.
Ew.
Yeah. Guy was an asshole. My high school choir teacher was better, or at least my first one was. I got an award for excellency of performance in choir, and then I had to move, and I was really sad when I had to move. And then the new choir director at the new school that I went to wouldn't let me get any solos because I wouldn't sing the Christian music. It wasn't the Christian ones that had the solos either. He just didn't like me because I said that I didn't... because I asked specifically if we could have some non-Christian holiday music that we sang at the choir, and he did not like that. I've not had good luck with teachers. I've had teachers, like, rip up my art because they think that I'm not paying attention in class. They rip it up in front of fucking everybody, which, why the fuck do you do that anyway? I wasn't being loud. I wasn't being noisy. I had already finished the worksheets. And I was listening. And I answered the question correctly.
I had a teacher try and do that to me too. And
why the fuck would you do that?
My mom actually came in one time because she didn't really believe me that my teacher was being an asshole because I wasn't the best kid, to be fair. I get it. But she was pissed because she came in one time because I think I'd forgotten my lunch or something stupid, right? And she was standing in the hallway while the teacher was berating us. And she goes, "Is this how you normally talk to the kids?" And then her attitude immediately flopped back to her default, like, fake. "Oh no, hello, how are you?" Blah blah blah. No. What were you just screaming about? Go back to that.
What is a Christian school? I didn't go to a Christian school, but he refused. I went to a public school, and he refused to have anything other than Christian music in most of the choir performances. And my original choir was not like that. The one that I had in high school that I liked with the awesome choir director, we had all kinds of different cultural holiday music that we would do. There was like a Kwanzaa song, there was a Russian song, there was from like all over, and his stuff was all very like diverse and cool. And then it went straight to just the other. It was not it was not a Christian school. It was a fucking public school, and it just sucked that was what I got put in. Those last few years of high school were terrible, though. I literally didn't talk to anybody. I didn't make any fucking friends.
What do I want to do with this? What do I want to do with this? I want to use these.
I didn't even get to walk for my graduation or anything. I didn't get to go to prom. The last, like, school dance that I went to was in middle school, And I remember it vividly because one of my classmates at the time, who I had known for a while, she'd just gotten braces, and she was very pretty, and she wore a corset to the dance for the middle school because she was in like pageants when she was younger, and so her parents always made sure that she had very pretty outfits to wear. And I had to help her because she almost passed out to loosen her corset during the dance. We went out to this little courtyard in the middle of the school, and I helped. She was okay. She didn't actually pass out. I got her some juice and a snack and made sure that she was okay. I drew guns. I was drawing Civil War weapons for school project because I didn't want to write an essay, and the teacher ripped it up and called my parents. That sucks.
Can I use this to cheat?
What part are you
I hate
working
that.
on? You don't like it?
I hate that tool. I don't know what to use.
Are you just trying to do like the little dots in the middle of the poppy?
No, I'm trying to use a multitude of tools here. I guess I could use that. It's a square tool. Not really what I want to use.
I had a frog welcome me home the other night. I was on call with Kobold, and
Yeah, you did, in fact, have a
What was
frog welcome you, and that was interesting.
just a little
Frog.
green guy, and there was thousands of frogs and crickets singing in the field next to my house. Chat, I need help. I need your help, chat. I did homebound for the last year of my high school, or for the last year of my school. I was very behind on math because I was in special ed and they didn't teach math, and give me the same work, and gave me the same work 4 years in a row. Oh no. Frogs are cute. Yes, they are. You wouldn't think it. We have a lot of little colorful frogs up here in the Pacific Northwest. But chat, I need your help. I'm trying to figure out designs for Dust Bun. I'm trying to adjust my design a bit, and I am giving you some options. And let me know what you think. None of my friends or I went to prom. This was not good, but prom night we went to play billiards. The place did not ID us for alcohol. It was a great night. Damn. My emotional health class from my homeschooling program sucked. Most of the advice was look happy so other people can be happy. Yeah, that's not good advice. That's how you end up with people pleasers that don't actually know how to like express their own emotions. Like me. I much prefer the one minor scene from Fairly Odd Parents with the almost Mr. Rogers TV clip where he says, "It's okay to be sad sometimes." Telling someone whose favorite game's antagonist is the sun to act like the sun is a bad idea. Yeah. Yeah, I sent the outfit ideas that I had to stream related. So, let me know. Sorry if I'm talking a little slow. The loop has begun. I believe it's been begun for a while.
I'm probably gonna have to finish tooling this on another day. I am getting tired, but I did get it started.
Started.
I can take it somewhat prim.
I just need to figure out which one I like best because I can only have one. I can't have all. Being a people pleaser doesn't. Being a people pleaser doesn't get you laid, but you found Kobold and he doesn't care about getting laid. Well, actually, the problem is, maybe I won't say that. Being a people pleaser gets you fucked by a lot of things. And not a lot of them a good partner, and I do not like sharing. Well, it's not that I don't like sharing. I don't think I have the heart to allow for something like that. I've had people try and use me when it came to open relationships in the past, and I just don't want to do that. I don't want to make anybody feel like how I felt. Ooh, it's looking good so far, huh?
That one poppy.
I like the poppy. I like the design that you've been doing.
Oh,
The detailing in it.
a little bit more lines in it.
Huh?
Put a few more lines in it.
A few more lines? Okay.
Yeah. My thing is I don't want to overdo it.
You don't gotta be sorry, Nathan. It's a fine question.
Alright, so I've only got the one done. And the rough detailing of everything else, but I will continue to work on this weekend, I think.
Yeah.
The only thing that we didn't get to is dyeing.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I feel like I'm dying. So, in light of that, I think I'm gonna call it there, just because there's a lot to do, but I'm tired.
Tired?
And I'm hunching over this piece, and I'm making minor mistakes, and I think I need to come at it with fresh eyes. What we did, though, we got all the pieces cut out and ready to go together, basically, except for this and the other piece, wherever the hell it went. I don't know where it went. Somewhere.
But hey, next week you should actually have the fabric and
There it
stuff
goes.
so that you can properly move
There
on
it
with
goes.
this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, actually, I'll have that this weekend. On
Excellent.
Saturday, I should have everything, I think. Or no, Monday. Monday I'll have the straps. But next week, I'll have everything kind of stamped out and ready to go. And then
What I will say is those last 2 years of high school that I talked about where I didn't really make friends or anything and I was having a real rough time, that's roughly when I met Kobold, and he really helped me pull through it. So, we haven't been together since then, but he's been with me as like my best friend since then, and I really wouldn't have been able to make it through all that without him to lean on. I know he acts like an asshole, but he's very sweet and he's very attentive, and it's nice.
you guys believe this loser? My God, no, I'm just kidding.
Love you, Kobold. Okay, alright, I see. Now you're playing it up because I mentioned it.
Okay, I hate that this is
Alright.
this color. This is gonna be dyed a different color.
Okay, good. Some people call me a simp or whatever, but I don't feel jaded about the whole thing. In person, think I'm rude, but I'm just blunt. That's fair. But yeah, we hope that you all have a great day, night, or whatever it is wherever you are. Please be sure to eat some good food, drink water, and get some sleep. And we'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was a bit of a chatterbox tonight. I don't know.
Sorry, I wasn't talking a whole lot. To be fair,
The loop.
I'm trying to knock out.
You right? Oh, is she streaming tonight? Let me grab the link.
Oh, Kyo is
Yes.
raidable. Let's go raid.
Let's go raid Kyo. Have a good one, everybody. Go say hi to Kyo for us. Here's the link. And we will see you all next time.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.